Hey, we're back. We're live. Yes, what's up, peoples? All right. Once again, unannounced. I don't know where I feel better, a little more refreshed. Actually, a lot more refreshed now. I don't know what it is today. I feel good. You feel good? I hope so. 'Cause I feel good. When I feel good, you should feel good, huh? Not for nothing. Okay, so how's everyone doing? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Lord Bacon, good to have you, Pat, as always. There's our friends Letty. Hey, Letty. How you doing? What was that? For some reason, I don't know why, I'm setting up everything for the live stream, and all I could think about was the girl from The Sixth Sense, and when she coughed up all the fucking foam, bleh, and she goes, I feel much better now. I don't know why. I just felt like I got something bad out of my system, and I feel better now. And yeah. But I did something today that always makes me feel good. I had to spend something. I bought something today, but in the end, it's going to pay for itself. So I'm very excited about that. And it'll pay for itself quickly. And that's one of my favorite things. Ah, Michael Furberger is here, Your Honor. My Lord, glad to have you. Oh, hold on. There is no need to get started until the back cave is nearby. Yeah, it is going to be from the Nostasia. Yeah. You bought Windwalker finally then, huh? No, not Windwalker. I forgot. You know what? My nephew has it for me. This is why I'm not buying it. Hey, so yeah, I'm not buying it because my nephew Jaden, you've seen him here, red stash gamer, he has it on GameCube for me. And the next time he comes down, oh, thank you, Mark, thank you. It's almost been a year. And I heard that on average, hair grows at half an inch a month, right? So that's 6 inches a year. This is coming up on a year. We got another month to go. Bullshit, half an inch, my ass. And on the sides, last time I had it cut, it was skin tight. Bullshit, half an inch a month. That's almost a foot. You have to grow it for 5 years, buddy? No, I don't think I could do 5 years. I'm already sleeping on a feather bed. I was trying to take my shirt off earlier to change my shirt, right? And I'm pulling on my shirt, and I'm like, it won't come off because I have to pull my shirt over my head because of my arm. It's different. When I grabbed it here to pull it, I caught my hair with it. I'm like, Evie's over here laughing at me. Ha, you stupid idiot. You got your hair. Spike it up. That's the problem, though, is just when it's shorter, I look, oh my God, look at this. When it's shorter, look like a Goku almost. Nope. Right back to Slash. Here we go. Anyway, bit of gel will spike it up. No, you don't understand. When I do gel, Evie, would you tell them about when I have to gel my hair? No, you don't understand. I will get the max hold. Here's how. Okay, you want to know what it takes to style this hair? Fine, I'm going to tell you. I have to get in the shower. I have to shampoo it, condition it, and let it sit the whole time I'm there. Then I work it in, rinse it all out. I have to get out, and while it's wet, I have to apply the first coat of hair gel. Okay? The first coat. Then what I can usually do is a little bit of mousse because it dries faster, and then I can start styling it. Then I have to comb it to get in position, and I lose some hair gel. That goes down the sink. Then it's reapply the hair gel again to get it into position to stay. Then it can not be touched till it's dry, at which point I have a gel mitt. But it looks good. Reese, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Luis is here, so yeah. You have no idea. No, you just don't understand Jufro. You guys don't get it. Oh, it's the cat. Ooh, I thought someone was touching my doorknob. Did you guys see that? It's just the cat. 2 seconds. Oh, and BT Dubs, guys. So for those who love the tornadoes, we're expecting tornadoes next week, by the way. I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to be like Tuesday or Wednesday, so make sure you tune in for that. And I'm going to film the naders again, of course. Of course, of course. A horse is a horse. Of course, of course. A horse is a horse. That makes no sense. David's here. Hello, David. How are you, good sir? Good to see everybody stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm going to be here for a minute hanging out with you guys. I wish I was in the States to chase tornado chase. I don't chase tornadoes. They just come at me, bro.
I'm level 7, by the way.
Oh. I'm like level 4. You're in 4th place, though.
Yeah.
I'm in 3rd, but barely. Oh, there's no time for you. We've still got a shot. Oh, it goes that number. Oh, we're like in the teen. We're like at 180, and I was freaking out. I'm like, we're only down by like 3 points. I started playing that Hogwarts game. I made a Fortnite vid. Did you? Well, I will have to go check it out, awesome gamer. I bet it is awesome, gamer. Yeah. They want the hair. You know, I'm very blessed to say that I know what my hair is going to. I don't know. I got an inside look at my life in the future, and here's how. I look everything shape-wise. I'm just taller than my grandfather was, and I look just like him. Evie, can you attest?
To what?
That I look just like my grandfather?
Yes.
To a T. And the man died needing a haircut. So, my grandma used to cut it for him all the time. But mix that with my dad's Jew curls, as you can see here, nice and coily. I don't do anything for that. That just comes out. And I would make a good president with that hair. I see, though, if I was a president with that, I thought it would be interesting how I would look if I was president. And I don't, listen, if there was a presidential, like, debate, I still think I would show up in a T-shirt, hoodie, and jeans with my Vans on. Because, you know, people who take time to get into suits who should be discussing politics. I love that early politicians were like men on the go still. Like they were like, yo, we got to go do stuff. You know, Andrew Jackson was running around shooting stuff. Who was it? Daniel Boone, you know, running around shooting stuff, handling business, running through the wild. Got places to go and things to do. You got to be able to move comfortable. I don't think people can move as quickly and efficiently in a suit. I understand for meeting diplomats, it would be a little more, you know, dress attire, but I still think I would keep it. And then I just throw the button-up shirt on and then switch out the Vans for Tim's, and that's how we go nice. But I've got places to go. We got to move fast. So, yeah, I think that showing up as an average person, not trying to doll it up like a politician does, just to keep it simple so we can get things done. Yeah, I think that would be better. Can you imagine how much it must be to have the president's dry cleaning bill for those suits? That's ridiculous. You don't need suits. We can be in regular clothes while we work. Or you know what? I'd go back into ACUs. I'd wear ACUs, and in the rank right here, I would have it just says Prez. You're good, right? Commander, Chief. You know, that would be fine too. ACUs. I think the president should have to pass a PT test. I think that if the military has to have PT standards, I think our president should be held to physical standards. And of course, that there is an age category for everybody, and so be it. But I think that would be something that would be implemented. I think all politicians actually should have to do that. All politicians should have a PT standard. If the military does, and that branch of the government has to maintain a physical PT standard, it only makes sense. I always think it's ridiculous, though, when they send you. I used to do, my PT tests were phenomenal in the Army. I used to do, out of a possible 300 score, I was generally, on average, I was hitting about 260s, 270s. My highest spike was like a 283 was my best PT score. And that's not push-ups. I sucked at push-ups, but I could sit up all day and I could run like a beast. Never knew I was a runner. A mental test? Well, you know, I think that they do go through all are required for a psych evaluation. It's part of the paperwork, but that's neither here nor there. I've often told people running president shouldn't be very difficult. I don't understand why it has to be such a difficult job, why everybody makes it a difficult job. How's my tongue? Completely fine, as you can see. No problems. Ruffles have ridges. So there you go. I think my president needs a mental test. I think he's doing just fine. You know, anywho, so what's everybody doing on this? How's y'all's weather? Right now, it's gorgeous here. And anytime in Tennessee we have gorgeous weather, it usually means there's a tornado coming. I must say, It's I love when the bad weather hits, though. I love when the bad weather hits. Oh, thank you so much, Jay. And guys, I know the T-shirts have expired. I'm going to go ahead and renew the campaign. So it'll probably be later on today that if you still want to get a T-shirt, they'll be available. But as of right now, there are no T-shirts or hoodies available. So to bury my chicken who sadly passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that, Magnet Mark. I had 6 chickens as well, and my big German Shepherd got off her leash, and she barked at him. And she was a big girl. She was a 220-pound German Shepherd, and she barked at him and gave him heart attacks, killed all my chickens. I lost all 6 chickens. And I bought them from a very nice Amish lady up in Kentucky. What was her name? Emma. I bought them from Emma. Emma, the Amish lady. She was very nice. I couldn't quite understand her dialect when she was speaking to her son because he spoke this like German dialect, but it was so pretty to hear. It was almost like just like kind of just rolling off the tongue, very yodely. I was like, oh, isn't that lovely? But I couldn't understand the little boy, and I didn't bother to ask because I didn't want to be offensive at the time. Very nice people. And then I rolled up in a car. I wasn't sure how I was supposed to respond to that, and I was trying to.
Jeremy's never seen Amish before.
Well, we have Mennonites up in Kentucky, but
completely different.
But I specifically had to go seek out the Did I eat the chickens? No, I didn't want to eat the chickens because one, they had died in a state of stress, and I don't. That would foul the meat. I don't want that hormone inside the meat that would make the stress hormone. Last thing you want is that to eat. So no, I did not. I just buried the chickens and buried the chickens. Yep. That's something with food you got to remember, though. That's why you're supposed to kill animals quickly so that they don't see it coming, so their body doesn't produce that stress hormone, which hits the meat, and then you eat that, and that hormone is in the meat. Even if you cook some of it, I'm sure you're going to lose a lot of it, but there's still a lot more. And yeah, so I prefer just you should have it, and I think that's why I don't eat kosher by any means. Kentucky, 15 minutes away. That's what's up. What's up, laddie? So I don't eat kosher by any means, but it's not a bad way of living if you want to eat kosher. It's a very healthy lifestyle, and it's not for nothing. It's pretty good. It's really odd. You always hear about little old Jewish men, right? To be a little old Jewish man, you got to live a long time. It seems like, so they're doing something right, maybe. It's the low fat diets, good proteins, lean proteins. Thank you, sir. Mr. Mark, I appreciate it. Don't worry, guys. If I make president, I'll definitely have my cabinet of magnet fishing, and it'll be abundant. I think it would be great if people did that, cleaned out waterways, and you could bring if there was a recycling center that drove around and had a weigh station right there that could weigh your stuff and give you your cash for doing it. What a great project, right? You'd get scrap metal for cleanup, which would lower the cost of products being made with scrap, which is good for everybody, especially in Britain because you guys are an island. So I would imagine your intake for your import for scrap metal is high. So just finding old scrap metal out of the canals has got to be worth it, They do pay you guys. Oh, well, that's fantastic. And exactly, you'd save money in cleaning the river crew because then you'd have people. Dude, I'd be out there all the time if I could make a buck or two off of it. I'd be out there magnet fishing till sundown and put a headlamp on. Nope. I'm pulling out pennies. Time is money. Sip taught me. He was really big on teaching me time is money, so turn your time into some money. And I was like, well, if you can, even if it's change, I don't mind doing something fun. Oh, very cool, Mark. Very cool. Well, Mark, if you like guns, you should check out my video on my guns. And they're really fun. Carolyn, how are you? How are you? Good to have you here. Oh, thank you for stopping by. You know what? I wanted to ask you guys a question because I saw this on TV earlier and I wasn't sure how to think about it. And the voice of the guy who does the voice of Apu from Simpsons started saying that he felt that it's insensitive that people started being called Apu who had that accent. Now, I've never done that to anybody because I don't think of them that way. I just think of the accent and it's interesting and I like that I can do voices. So when I do these voices, do they ever come off as offensive to anybody? Or do you guys see that it's just humor? And of course, I mean no disrespect. I'm trying to see if this is a balance. Do I keep it in balance or do I ever go overboard with it? What do you guys think? Because sometimes I do voices, but I'm never meaning to insult. I generally just go for trying to be funny. And I think that, of course, that Simpsons, though, people don't realize, and they're like, well, you call him Apu because of that. But think about it, though. Simpsons has been on the TV for years. So people who were children born, like myself, grew up knowing of Apu. Okay, good. I wanted to tell you your T-shirt ad on the column next to my Yahoo Mail advertising the T-shirt company. Oh, no way. That's so cool. Thank you so much. That's good to know. I agree. You know, it's just how I agree. I didn't think it was ever trying to be. But I've always just wondered. I wonder. It wasn't going to stop me from doing it. I was just asking. Unicorns are amazing. Hi. Hello there, Gil. Good to have you. Nice to see you, sir. Don't believe I've ever met you before. Thank you for stopping in. You there with the face. Oh, by the way, the title of the video, it has nothing to do with the Secret Game. The Secret Game's not on. I didn't even bother to do it today. But the expression, you there with the face, that's an expression my drill sergeants used to say to us. And we'd be standing in formation, and there'd just be a group of guys, and they would just point. You there. Yes, you. And everyone would kind of like, you're not supposed to move, but you kind of like look around with your eyes. You're like, is he talking to me? You there. Yes, you. You. Yes, you with the face. Come here. Come here, you. And you're like, oh, shit, he don't mean me. Because I knew I didn't do anything wrong, so I stood still. If he means me, he better come and get me. Because I didn't do anything wrong. And eventually you'd see one person fall out. I never understood if it was literally just waiting for someone who knew they did something wrong, or if someone was actually being pointed out and they finally realized it was me. Yes, you. Yes, you. So you there. Yeah, you with the face. Come here. Now, the discussion on gravity, I don't know. That had nothing to do with anything. I don't know. I was thinking about gravity earlier. Yaya's here. Hola. Hello. Konnichiwa. Guten Tag. Oh, this is really cool. There's a little German lady who works up at the gas station now, and I can just detect her German accent. So I was up there the other day, and I was getting my stuff and getting my change from her, and I just slipped it in there, Dankeschön. And I heard, oh, bitteschön. And I was like, oh, sweet. Walking out the door, tschüss, and I got a tschüss, and I was like, ah. So that was cool. One of those moments you run into there's a lot of very diverse people in this town because of the military. So we've got a lot of people from Germany. You've got a lot of people from Korea. I would say we've got a healthy Hispanic and African-American population here. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. And because of the military, there's so much respect for everybody. Everybody's associated to the military one way or another in this town. Everybody. And either you work for the military or you know someone who's in the military. You can pretty much go up to somebody and say, who's in the military in your family? And they'll tell you who was in the military, and that's how they got here. And that's generally everybody. So it's a very respectful town, I would think. You know, there we have our fair share of problems, don't get me wrong. But generally, it's okay. Do you have asylum seekers? There are some. They're out in East Tennessee, mostly towards Knoxville. You're a military brat as well? What branch was, well, you said military brat, so I'm going to assume then it was Army because it's Army brat and Air. Yeah, Army or Air Force brat. Louisa. Well, there's, I guess, Navy brats too. I forget they call them something else in the Navy, but I don't remember. Army? Cool. Dad was also in the army as well, so I was also a military brat, and I joined the military. But I also thought about a theory on that. I was like, the military gives free health care to the family members. I was like, they really do encourage soldiers to marry. And then uh, Fort Bliss, I was at Fort Bliss as well. Holy crap. Are you at Bliss now? We were stationed at Fort Bliss a long time ago, so maybe we crossed paths once. You never know. Depends on the years, of course. Military brats are cool people. We're very independent. And I think it worked out good that I was a military brat when I joined the military because it kind of got me used to moving around. No, but still in El Paso? Okay. I used to live on base there. There was a school there. I probably not there anymore. It was so long ago. But it was called Huey Eagle Elementary School. And that was the school I went to. Logan Heights. I don't remember the name of the one we lived on, but we were on Collins Drive. We were on Collins Drive, which would have been down from the movie theater, not too far from the rec center and the bowling alley, if it's all still there. Huey Eagle is still there? No way. I went to that school in 1989. I went to kindergarten and first grade in Huey Eagle. How about that? How about that, huh? Wow. You know what? If you go out on top of the place, the bowling alley gone, the theater is a church now. Okay, so if you would have been heading down the road and the movie theater would have been on your left, you keep going down, and there used to be 2 giant parks that were surrounded by fences. Are those still around-ish? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. This is from I don't even know, so many years ago. And, okay, and reserved for 16, my late father. Okay. Kelly Park. Oh, that's what it was called. Kelly Park. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. So right down the road from Kelly Park, you would keep going and you would get to an intersection in housing, and it would be a T intersection. Our house was on the corner. It was Collins Drive, but I forget the name of the intersection. And then right in front of it was a very wide open area with old housing around. Kelly Park is gone. Yeah, I would imagine. I used to play in that park when I was little all the time. All the time.
Yeah, they replaced my elementary school playground. So I'm sure you're slightly older than I am. They've updated them all because they were made with bad paint and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah.
I think they found the paint to be toxic on our playgrounds or something like that.
Wow, that's so crazy getting to talk with somebody who recognizes the area that I know. Yeah. If you go to Huey Eagle on the roof, I threw a little mini soccer ball. It might still be there.
No.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure that roof has been replaced.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's been so many years. That was 30 years ago. Even a 30-year roof would be gone. You're going to go find it. Okay, so right where they drop the kids off at the buses, they should have the fencing and then the big school right there. And I remember it was kind of like Fortnite shaped, like the stables. And on the top left is where I chucked it. I'll tell you why. I don't know. I got it and I was like, chucked it. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's so crazy. Small world. You have no idea. This is what's great about military brats. We all know each other's area. When I talk to people who were at Fort Hood, I'm like, yeah, I was at Fort Hood. I've been at Fort Hood, Fort Campbell, Fort Bliss, Fort Irwin, Aberdeen Proving Ground, Fort Knox. Dad went TDY and took us down to the base in Alabama for his ANOC. And I forget where that was. I don't remember. This is crazy. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I saw Little Mermaid in that theater. Yeah.
I've heard that story a million times.
Yeah, and I was in a cast. Yup. Bitburg? No, but I was born in Kitzigan. So, yeah. let's see though. We were in Fort Bliss around we got there at 87. I was 18 months old when we got there. So 86, almost 87 when we arrived, when we got to Fort Bliss, and we left in 91, end of 91. So I grew up. My child, little itty bitty years were there. Yep. I remember the PX there. I remember the hospital there. Yeah. Good stuff. This is this reminiscing old times. Hold on 2 seconds. You saw nothing. Okay. Cool. Ally Puppet. Marcus, how are you, sir? Good to have you guys all here. All right, here. This is a heavy subject. There's that word heavy again. Was there something wrong with the gravity in 1985? No, this is just, I can't believe I'm running into somebody that knows. I couldn't remember. I could never have told you the name of that park, but now that you said Kelly Park, as soon as you said Kelly Park, I was like, yep, that's Kelly Park. I remember now. I saw McGruff the crime dog there one time for the they had a unit party there. McGruff the crime dog was there, taking a bite out of crime. McGruff. The mini golf course, yeah. Trying to think of what else. Where? Man, that was some good times. Good times. Ian, how are you, sir? Good to have you here. Thanks for stopping on by and hanging out and saying hello. Super sweet that you stop by to say hello. Where is my phone? What can we do that's interesting? We need to do something interesting. Did you hear about the sad passing of Mitch Shore? I did not. And who might that be, if I might so rudely ask?
Butterscotch.
The godmother of comedy. Oh, really? Well, I apologize. Never heard the name. But don't take it as offense. I don't know a lot of certain names anyway. I'm good with faces. Much better with faces. Hold on. Let me turn this blue light off. There we go. Oh, that even looks worse. Ugh. There's just no good way to have the lighting. Let me deep brighten it a little bit. Opacity. No. Ah, look at that. Ah, orange. No. Blue.
Peanut, stop.
Can't we just have there? That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, phone. There we go. We're working together. Good phone. It's amazing, these things, you know. Good phones, but I can't wait. Let's see. I got about another month to go till I get my new phone. I'm very excited about that.
June 1st.
June 1st. Yep, we're gonna go get the new Samsung Galaxy S9s. So I never forgot a name, and I will never forget a name. Generally, once I learn somebody's name or something about somebody, I won't forget it. But I have to have a reason to commit it to memory to remember it. And once I associate it, though, it's done. It's done. If I associate it with something, I'll never forget. I'll trap it in my mind. But I have to want to remember it. There's also tricks to doing memory. If you want to remember something, write it down in red pen. In red. Write it in red. Oh, thanks. Oh, you don't feel alone? Well, hold on. What did we say? She ran the Comedy Store in L.A. Oh, okay. I'm tracking you. Isn't that Pauly Shore's mom? See, that's all you had to say. The Comedy Store in LA. See, I told you. I know, but I don't know. And now, as soon as you said that, the picture of her came into my face. Oh, that lady. Alrighty then. So, here we go for the 100th time. I'm hanging heads in every line. Throw them up and just let them shine. Going out of my flipping mind. Filthy mouth with no excuse. Lower Alabama? No, sir. No, sir. Never been to Lower Alabama. Never lived in Lower Alabama. It might be. It was like 2 or 3 hours. So, a couple hours. Northern Alabama. Northern Alabama. I think of all the places I've lived, where did I like the most? And I'm not trying to go off of what I was doing while I was at that place. Where did I actually enjoy living the most? California was probably the most enjoyable place to live, but the cost was ridiculous. Hello, Cody. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. Glad to have you on, man. The cost in Florida was ridiculous. California was ridiculous, but there was always something to do. There was always something to do when you lived in California. Somewhere to go, something to get into, always. Los Angeles, I was about 2 hours away from LA. About 2 hours away from LA. I was fortunate, though, that I got to live on a military base at the time. So while I lived in California, I really wasn't a Californian. So I always felt it was really interesting. It was different. And I got to experience California, but not heavily invested into living in California. So that was nice. That was nice. And you know what was interesting is that you get a lot of respect for the military in California, more than people would give you credit for. A lot more than people. Californians give a lot of credit and respect to their military. And I must say that was very nice. People were very friendly and always, I didn't have to ask for, and I know it sounds weird. Here in Clarksville, it's very common for people to say, you have a military discount. In California, I didn't want to ask because I wasn't from California, but generally people would recognize you and give it to you anyway. And, all right. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on by. Yeah. Yes, me. So, that was really cool. Everybody was really cool in California. Had a good time. So, yeah, California was probably the coolest place, the nicest place to live because it had the beaches and the mountains. And there was just everything was so close. There was so much in such 2-hour radius from where I was to anything was amazing. It was where I was centrally located was the desert. I loved living in the desert. I love the desert. Kuwait was a close second for where I think the best place to live was. The only thing that sucked about Kuwait was the flies. There were a lot of flies. But I might have been just where I was. Who knows? There's a lot to do in California. Where in California did they move? They went to LA, I would imagine, somewhere in major city, obviously. I was out in the desert when I lived there, and I loved the desert. But it was really nice because, again, if you don't mind traveling a little bit, you can still be to anywhere. You can be anywhere in the desert. We were, so if you guys have ever heard of, in movies, Lancaster? Okay, Lancaster. I know Lancaster. That's a nice area. I got to go all around Redding, Inland Empire. I've been all over Inland Empire. I went up to down to San Diego. I've been over to San Francisco. I went up to Modesto. I didn't explore Northern California as much as I'd like, but I did go get to see the hills in San Francisco. And I didn't go to Alcatraz, but I checked it out, do the thing. I got to see the Blue Angels perform for Fleet Week. Toured a submarine. That was actually really cool. Yeah. Let's see. Clam chowder on the pier. I'm not a huge. That's loud, huh?
It happens all the time.
It's because the curtain is sucking up against the window and its air is rushing past it. I can fix it, but I don't want to. If it gets really bad, I'll do it again. I'll fix it then. But for now, we're gravy, I think. We're gravy. I said that to somebody on Fortnite. I told him, all right, that's just bloody annoying. All right. Oh, bloody hell.
It's always going to do it. It's just what happens. It's been like that for 7 years.
Nope. Stop that. Stop it. There. More than one way to skin a cat. No offense, Piper. Okay? You good? Okay. You know what? You need to come hang out, Pipes. Come here. No. There's a pretty kitty. There's my kitty. Okay, we brought Piper with us. Hey, 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 hey. Hey.
Peanut, stop.
I have to hold my cat. I needed some time with my cat. Cats are part liquid and they're solar powered. See how she pours out? Look at her spots. So pretty. Pretty Piper. Pretty kitty. And Butter. Butter's very pretty as well. Come to me, my furry friends.
I told you it was going to keep happening.
Yes. Oh, my furry babies. There we go. There we go. We got some kitty animal time. Hi, guys. Hi. 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 Hi, Butter. I would take Butter with me to Mars, but it would just be fun to watch her floating in space for 6 months. I know. And you going to the bathroom would be very difficult. We would have to solve that issue somehow. There we go. We got the troop with us now. There we go. There's everybody. Everybody in old jail block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Hi. Okay, are we done cuddling time? Okay. Cool. Piper and Peanut are still here. They don't quit the cuddles. Oh, I love Piper was awesome. I think she's an amazing cat, and we were so cool to get a Bengal. If you like cats that talk, get a Bengal. Huh, Piper? You're not going to talk now?
Piper.
Oh, it must be nap time. My cat, Peepers. Really? I love that about cats. I love cats that do that, just spring on you. Piper was biting Butter the other night, though. And to the point where Butter had to yelp and nip at her. You don't feel like talking, Pipes? No, but she's in a very lovey mood. A very lovey mood. But Peanut's always ready for more lovins, huh, Peanut? Ooh, my bubba. There's my bubba.
Piper.
He's getting so old. Look at that. His white beard coming in. Yeah. You're getting old, bubba. That's okay. We still love you. Peepers. That's a cool name for a cat. Good name for a cat. Peepers. I still want a cat name him Mr. Bigglesworth, just from Austin Powers, because it would be funny. Bring me Mr. Bigglesworth. Scott. Come on, Scott. I can be your buddy, Scott. Where's Dr. Evil? Oh, the Jiggy family is here. All right. Hello, Greg. Glad to have you stopping in, man. We've just been hanging out, talking about weird stuff today. Nothing particular. Nothing particular. Just got some furry time in, hanging with the pups and the cat. Gotta have some cat time. Oh, yeah. Huh, Bubs? Yeah. So, wonder if Vlad's coming over. He might be. He might be. Come here, Pete. Oh, there's my big boy. There's Peanut. Evie was saying today if she had named him Peanut, the name Potato would have been perfect. And I was like, you know what? Yes. Potato would have been perfect. There we go. Look at this guy. Oh, Peanut. He's a potato. He's definitely a potato.
He's my sweet potato.
Oh, sweet potato Peanut. Look at this guy. If I let him go, he'll fall. Oh, he's a roly-poly. Oh, don't roll that way, dude. You're going to fall. If you're going to fall, I'm going to let you. Nope, I catch you. Okay. This is funny. And he's sitting like a person. You should have seen him earlier. He was on the couch and he had his blanket with his feet up on a pillow, head cocked back on a pillow. I was like, you just chilling, dude? He looks so comfortable. Animals are awesome. They do. This is my therapy. I don't need those pills from the frickin' VA. I just need a little bit of the Bat Cave and some chill time with my animals. That's all you need. That makes you feel better. Huh, Peanut? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I think people and dogs have a connection because we've kind of evolved together. And yeah, so yeah. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and what we continue singing it forever. You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a ladies' man, no time to talk. Staying alive, staying alive. Oh, Bubba. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it. All right, Bubba, go lay down. Guys, I'm going to get ready to end the stream. I got some other stuff I got to get ready to take care of. I'm probably going to go live with some Fortnite later on. I wanted to be able to do 2 different types of stream today. So hopefully Vlad will be over and we can knock that out. Oh, really? I've seen that. I've watched that in the Ducks and the Goslings and the Hawks. Okay, so I've watched those as well. I got to go back and check them out and see how they're doing. I also stopped by and I watched the Kittens live stream over, I think it's in Cincinnati. They have a live stream of the Kittens. I check those out once in a while, see how the kittens are doing, how, when they come, they go, the adoptions. That's cool. It's actually kind of fun to watch them, see them play. It's nice to watch the animals. The hawks are actually really cool. There's a live cam that has baby hawks being watched by a mother hawk, and they're watching them grow. And when the earthquake happened, she kind of dipped, but it happens. But they're okay. They're okay. Guys, it was so much fun. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Don't forget to thumbs up if you haven't already. Make sure you go check out some of the other stuff, some of the other videos when you get some time. Again, lots of there's. I'm realizing I'm coming up over 500 videos on YouTube. Over 500 to do something impulsive like get a baby owl. It was always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. I'll see you guys in your streams as well. You guys keep coming too. I'm gonna go binge some YouTube and Gotham. Oh, I hear you, Liz. I hear it. So, Letty, not Liz. Why did I say Liz? Twiz Letty. Letty, you go check out some of that. Binge on them. If you want to watch the old stuff, the Batcave stuff will have you laughing. It goes perfect with the Batcave. So go check out the older stuff. You'll definitely enjoy it. Comment on it and let me know. I'll see it and comment right back. Jiggy, if you're going live, bud, let me know. And I'll be by your show as always. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for wasting some of your life with me. Don't tell me how to do my job. Uh-oh. Jeez.